What's up, everybody? This is Ben, and I'm gonna give you another HBAR update here. You guys tend to like them. I'm feeling the love on Twitter and YouTube. I do appreciate it very much. Um, I can say that the psychological and the emotional part of trading can be overwhelming. I fell into that a few years ago, not to get too personal, but man, it really started to affect my life and even my family and my marriage and stuff like that. And so I had to step back and rethink things and do things differently. And so I've been involved in trading crypto since early 2017. I literally just started sharing my charts and stuff and ideas about a month ago, and I'm glad that it's helping you guys. I enjoy reading the comments, and that that helps me as well. So just know that when I'm doing this stuff, I'm doing it for me as well. This is me talking to myself, to keep me in the game. So here we go. We had a little bit of action here. This big push up through our level of 33 was huge. I don't know if you guys understand how big this was. This was a big level to break, especially on a higher time frame like 4 hours. We broke it. We're above the nine. Barely. Well, as of now, we're not above the nine on this new 4 hour candle. So we got some things to look at here. Let's go back to the 1 hour and check it out. Remember our three levels we were looking at? Well, I'm going to move just one of them. I'm going to move them all over, but I'm only going to move one. This is the one I'm going to move. This 30 cents one is no longer in play for now. I'm going to put it here instead on 33. We're still going to keep one on our uptrend diagonal. Let me scoot it over so it's more in the middle, right? And then we're going to move this one up to here. So here's our three levels again. And just like on the last video, we're going to see which one breaks. And that's going to tell us the direction we're going to head. Now this thing could bounce around in here for a bit, do its thing, and then make a move either down or up. We don't know. This thing might decide right now to break through this and retest 33, right? And then we'll be in this world, and this diagonal is now resistance again, which is fine. We may do the whole Bitcoin's just been bouncing and chopping for weeks. So we may do it too. Who knows? I do think this move up into this zone is a good move, and it's notable, and it needed to happen. If we were rejected here, we were definitely going to come back down, test 30, if not back down in here, way down into my buy zone. FYI, my buys are still down here. I haven't moved them up yet. That's not because I'm bearish. It's just because I just haven't moved them, and I'm not going to right now. Still sticking to my plan. So pretty nice bounce here off. Remember this perfect bounce today off this trend line? Don't forget how long this trend line is, guys. Look at this. All the way back into February, this trend line started. And then it never even interacted with it again. March 7th was the last time it interacted. And then here we are, way later, almost 6 weeks later. And it's the thing that we're watching. That's why I draw these lines out into existence. And I'm about to do something that we haven't done on a video yet, which is do a chart with you. And I'm going to do it on the daily. But I wanted to show you these three levels to watch. And it's the same system that we had here. Which one is going to break on the hourly? That'll tell you the most recent movement. And then also on the 4 hour, we can watch it. Same levels. Look, they're still in play. And we're jumping back above the 9 on the 4 hour. We're fighting for that. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Okay. So these are our new three levels to watch, at least in the short term, to kind of see where we're going to go. Now I want to do something that we haven't done, like I said, and I want to do a chart with you on the daily. Let's look at this real quick. Look at really nice bounce off this. support on the Bitcoin pair. This is good. I wonder if Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a bump right now. Kind of. Bitcoin's a little scary to me because it's getting rejected at 58, which I thought it would, and just not looking the greatest. So we got to watch that too. But before this gets too long, I want to do a chart with you guys. I have a brand new chart down here that's totally clean. Look at this, is the hourly. Does it look familiar to you without all the lines? It's pretty crazy, right? Look, I'm going to go to the daily, and I'm going to show you kind of what I do when I'm looking for lines and trends. And there's something really exciting here on the daily that I want to point out. So the first thing I do when I'm charting is I get some horizontal lines and I find some obvious points. This one being one of them. We have touches here, 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 here. This is our most recent drop here, right around 28 cents. That was that top of that buy zone, right there. And then let's put our top in, which was up here, that FOMO top way up at around 45. So we have those. That kind of gives us a basic structure. Then I like to draw, what I like to call the main lower, trend line, support line on this uptrend. So I usually try to find a candle like this guy right here, this red one with this wick. Let me get to my trend line, and I will pop it right here on this guy, and then we will move it up, and we will hold on there, line it up with the next candles that make sense, which is this guy right here. See, I'm lining that up, and then I want to kind of zoom back in here and make sure I'm on this. I'm right on the tip of it, and then I want to come over here and make sure I'm not too low here. Okay, so this is a significant trend line to me because we have multiple touches through here and through here, and then retouching here and retouching here again. Now it's kind of a scary trend line to think about it, to think that would be in play, but it is in play. I'm going to draw it way out into the future, and when you draw it, look, it can move around on you, so just look back at your candles and then line it back up right there. Okay, now that one's drawn out into the future for us, and we'll see, I guarantee you at some point this thing will come into play, whether it's up here and we're coming back down for a retest somewhere, who knows, right? So that's our lower trend line. Then I like to try to do like a more aggressive trend line, if you will. So maybe we do one from this wick. I like this guy, and we'll bring him up to where we are now, which is that wick right here. So that's our more aggressive trend line, and it is valid as well. Look at all the touches, boom, 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 all these touches through here, and then we just came back and touched it again here on our big bounce, right? So that is a good trend line to look at, but it's much more aggressive than our base line way down here. Then I like to see, is there anything crazy from back here that I could pull two candles off of and draw way out and kind of see if it interacts with anything. And what I see here are these two candles right here. Reason being is all these are kind of flat, and if you drew a line it would just be flat, but this one gives us an angle to draw on. So what I do is come on here and I kind of draw it out. Now this might get a little crazy because I'm going, look where it's going to hit. I didn't even know this. Look at that. Isn't that insane? So let's draw this out into the future too. We know it hits those candles right there. Right there. And now I pulled that from August of last year off of two candles, and I drew this out into the future, and look at this. In January, 6 months later, look where we top out on the daily. Right, I mean exactly to it. And then look how much it played here and here and here again. So that is a significant line as well to me. And that's way down there, even out into the future, right? But that would have been nice to have drawn that out while we're watching this thing go up, and we could have known, that this is a significant area to watch. Remember, this is the daily chart too, so these are huge moves here. Now, the last thing I'd like to do is look at where we are now and how we're consolidating and what we have going on. And I want to point something out to you that is exciting to see. Let me get a parallel channel here. I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to draw a parallel channel out to the next line. This guy right here. I'm going to line it up right there. And then you're going to pull this channel down to the low, which is going to end up being this candle right here. So we'll just move this up to it. And I want to make this not so fat either, so we can get really close. And we don't need this to be this long either. Hopefully not, anyway. So let me line up that top again right here. I'll even zoom in so we can make sure we're right on it. We're good here. We're good here. And we need to come up a little bit right there. These little bits are important, especially on the daily. So there, right on it. And look, we tapped it there too. Tapped it there, tapped it here, tapped it there, there, not there. Had we come tap it down here, guess where that would have been? That would have filled my buy zone. But this level hold, this horizontal level held. Now, what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a bull flag. Oops, let me do this nice. Since I've been doing this nice, I'll do a trend line, starting like right here, draw up the post, right? I can make that one a little fatter so we can see it better. There's our post, all right? That is a bull flag on the daily chart on HBAR, which is awesome to see. Now, what you have to know is it's a pretty fat flag. A lot of times they're skinnier than this. But what this means is that any of these areas in here are in play. All right? Any of these swings are in play until it decides to break out of this flag and create a new one. Or break down, which we don't want to see. But this extreme trend line that I drew in, tap in here, is kind of interesting to see. And I guarantee you we'll see some action here as this plays out. Now you can get more and more minute and start drawing more little trend lines through here. You can find areas through here and get really crazy with it. But this is how I chart. This is just something to say, look, this is what's really happening, on the grand scheme of things. This is the daily, and there's a big old bull flag that's formed here on HBAR. But it may take a while still. We may need this whole flag here. Who knows? We may flag this thing all the way out to this trend line. Who knows? But know that this bull flag is here, and it's not going away. It's invalidated after we maybe come down into this area. It turns into not really a bull flag. It was just a full retracement back down to here. But we have plenty of time. I mean, look, this is May. This is June. Who knows? Maybe we hit this line in the next couple days and we ride this thing up and we bust out and put in a new pole here, and then we crank out and we start making a new flag, right? So that's how I do it. This is exciting. This MACD is starting to turn flat here on the daily, which is good. We're going pink instead of red, so we're getting closer to that green color on the daily, which is good. But always remember, we got to watch Bitcoin. Oops, I'm on a weird thing right now. Sorry. We got to watch Bitcoin because it's in Chop City. It looks like it's coming down to me. We're going to come down probably and retest some lower areas, maybe even 55 again. Who knows? But we have room. Remember, in HBAR on the daily, we got room. We got plenty of room. We could come down and hit 25 and be perfectly fine. We're still in this bull flag. So that's why that's the bottom of my buy zone. Maybe it does come down and touch that. We could come up to 41. Don't get super excited if we do, because if we do and don't break and just start coming down, all we've done is put in another lower high, right? And we just kind of added to the bull flag. So if it gets rejected, we'll probably come back down into here, and maybe the support line comes into play. But anyway, I just want to show you guys that. That's kind of what my process of going through things. This is also very exciting and good. There's a big bull flag on the daily of HBAR, and you can even look at it like on the hourly. It's kind of cool to look at if you zoom out. There it is, riding all the way through here. Boom, hitting its points perfectly. Boom, hitting its points. Kind of riding this up. I wouldn't be surprised if this comes down and checks, you know, at some point. But you guys know our levels up here as well. They're all in play, and that will affect our bull flag. So remember, all this craziness here that we've been going through for the past month, you know, all this craziness is in our bull flag back on that daily chart, remember. So we're all okay. There's big moves happening, but it's all inside that bull flag, so we're good. Just know we may get chances to buy lower too. So if we do, I would do it, because we're in a bull flag on the daily until we're not. All right, sound good? Hopefully that helps. You know, watch the hourly if you want, and the 4 hour. We always want to stay above the 9 if we can. And don't forget, you know, the main thing here is this guy, which is, you know, the master plan, right? The big bull flag on the daily, but this may take a while to play out. So do not be dismayed. Stay in the game. Hang on to your coins. Buy more if it goes lower. And at some point, this thing's going to break, and it's going to be exciting. All right. So have a good day or night wherever you are. And thanks again for all the positivity. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe on my YouTube. That helps me out as well. Get the videos out to more people, and give a different perspective to some of this stuff. All right. Peace out, everybody. See you.